All right, guys, good morning. This is going to be a video for the day trading of today. And today we started with a low account. So we can show new traders and struggling traders that you can make money trading large cap stocks with a low account. So today we started with a $1,700 account and using the strategy that I use, how I got in the trade and when I got out of the trade. Okay, so it's a pretty long video. In the future, the videos are going to be a little bit shorter, so that way you guys can sit through the video and learn from it. But for today, we're going to just go through the whole trading session of when I got in, when I got out, and then we do the whole morning routine of what you should do before the market opens, so that way you can get into the routine of doing what you should do as a day trader when you want to make money in the market. All right, good morning, guys. It is 5:56 in the morning. It's time for that morning checklist and that morning routine. All right, so let's get right at it. So right now, what I have popped up in the charts, guys, I have two different stocks. All right, so I unlinked this chart that's always linked up with this chart because I want to show you. This is UVXY. UVXY is a fear stock. What does that mean? That means that if the market's going down, that stock is going up. All right. So Tesla does kind of correlate with the market overall. All right. So you can see this is starting to go down as this starts to go up. You see that, guys? Let me zoom this in real quick. All right. You see that? You see that red bar? You see that green bar? But if you take a look, pre-market, the market was apparently down. I mean, take a look at that. Take a look at how far it went. It went to almost overbought, man. It started to curl down. So we want that. If you're long bias, meaning if you're one that wants to buy into a stock as it goes up, that's long. You're going long. Then you want that UVXY to go down. Right now it's too high. All right. Now you can trade UVXY, but right now it's currently too high. All right. It's way at support. Resistance, and kind of close to the overbought right there. All right. So that's one thing you should do. Always check the overall market when you wake up as you go down your list. All right. So I'm gonna link this back up to the chart. Oh, here, so we go. Tesla. All right, so I already made trend lines. These green dotted lines are the high of yesterday, and these red dotted lines are the low of yesterday. So that's I'm going to gauge the stock with that right there, apart from using my deviation lines. All right, so those are trend lines. All right, so I'm gauging how it goes. So as the stock tends to go up or down, this will start getting closer, or this red line down here will start to climb up when the stock goes down. If the stock starts to go up, as you can see in the bottom right left corner, you see the 210. Right, so I want that to really disappear in order for this to go up. All right, so right now it's at support, so I'm liking Tesla right now. So on my charts right now, guys, I have Roku and Baba. I went down the list. You go down the list. And you start checking everything, all the stocks that you have on your watch list. If you haven't created a watch list, you're more than welcome to use the stocks that I have on my watch list. They're large cap stocks, and I'll share that with you later on today. Right now, it's just a morning brief of what you should do. All right, so you check the overall market, how it's doing, how the SPY is doing, how the Nasdaq is doing. Because these large cap stocks correlate with the overall market. All right, so looks like Tesla's going to oversold, and we like that pre-market. We like that. This is looking very nice. So right now I have Baba. I already did the news check on Baba. I can see right now Baba's at the average, so it's kind of at the sweet spot. I want it to be around this area here at the bell, so it's looking very nice. I don't trade pre-market, guys. It's just too risky. Plus the spread, there's always a big difference in spread. What is the spread? The spread means that, for example, if you were to buy a stock at $2.50, but it's only allowing you to buy in at $3, so that's the spread. There's a 50 cents difference. All right, and during pre-market, there's only limit buys. You can't buy market buys or or you can't buy through your level 2 exchanges, meaning the NASDAQ, ARCA, BATS. You can't buy through that with Thinkorswim. All right, you have pre-market after hours. You have to do limit buys. All right, and that means that you have to buy the ask to get in, and then sell the bid when you want to get out. All right, so the spreads are always a little bit too high for me. So although Tesla spread, right, say like Tesla spread right now, as you can see right here, it is at 415.76. So I'm gonna bring this chart up here for you guys so you can take a look at that. All right, I want you to see that real quick. Look at the spread on the level 2. All right, I want to show that to you. Now you see this? You see that right here? Now this is 415. This is 414. Right. So if you were to buy in right now, you would have to hit this button right here, the buy ask, which is a limit buy. All right. And right now it's a 30. Look at this number here. All right. This number here. Right now it's an 85 cents difference. 85 cents difference. Although with these large cap stocks, 85 cents is really not really a big deal. But I'm not gonna do that. All right. So that's that, guys. All right. So I already did my news. I did my routine. I did my checkup. All right. I'm liking Tesla. I'm liking Roku, and I'm liking Baba. All right. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording, and I'm going to jump back on about 3 minutes before the bell rings, and then we can go ahead and start the trading. All right, so morning routine, what do? Go down the watch list, check the overall market, check the news on any of these stocks that you're looking through, see where they're currently at pre-market, gauge it on the deviation lines. And then after that, you just use your pink, blue, and yellow lines. I'm going to call them pink, blue, and yellow because that's what the color they are. But the yellow being the 21 EMA, the 9 being the 9 EMA, and the blue being the 9 EMA, and the pink being the 5 SMA. All right, guys? All right, so that's the morning routine. And I'll see you in just a few minutes. All right, back at it. All right. So we currently have under 3 minutes left till the bell rings. I'm already honed in on Tesla. I'm liking where Tesla is right now. There is no recent news that's making the stock drop. It's just another day in the market for Tesla as it drops right here. All right. Baba is also looking real nice. Baba is currently excuse me. I have the news in the background once again, guys. It's my morning routine. I have that on there every single morning. I can see Baba is currently surpassing the average. There's a little gap between the resistance and that level of average right there. So I'm kind of liking it. If this was the bell right now, I probably would get in on the next candle, which is probably gonna start around here, I would say. All right. So but I'm liking Tesla more where it's at right now. All right. And then we can take a look at Roku. Roku being the other stock I'm looking at. So Roku is underneath the average. We can see here. All right, let me zoom this in real quick. All right, so we can see here. So it is. Look, as you can see here on the zoomed out chart. Okay, so it's kind of at the sweet spot. This is where I like it. All right. I like it to be around here. I prefer it to be around the support right here, especially around here. But we're gonna gauge that right there. So this is 3 stocks I'm looking at. All right. So the previous session or yesterday's session, as you can see, it did open around that support, around that average level, went down to kind of support. Roku did actually, you know what? Let me just show you. So it opened around the average, went down to support, bounced back up. Okay, so looks like let's see if it does that today. All right, so I am liking Tesla.
Steve joins me in the first episode of the second season of my podcast, Modern Rules. It is out now, today, just dropped moments ago. You can listen to it wherever you get your podcasts.
I got my coffee. Take a sip of this. We have 10 seconds before the bell rings.
My goodness, this day. Markets opening 2 seconds from now. We just got the jobs report.
Baba's dropping. Roku's dropping. But I like where Tesla's at right now.
Because of the coronavirus vaccine, here's the issue.
I like where Tesla is at right now.
And for the next few months, we're in trouble. Could the strong market be a false flag? We're in trouble economically.
Right. Roku's going towards support. Baba is going towards passing the average. All right, let's see. Let's go right here. It's crossing. See, I'm gonna get in. See if I get in. Oh, it's going up, dude. It's going up. It's going up. I want this to cross. The RSI is above the 50 trend line. All right.
To melt you by the Lit Master Chocolatier.
So, yeah, just a silly mistake. I guess I look pretty.
All right. Let's see. Let's see.
No one looks ridiculous, Bob. Progressive is always here for you with round-the-clock service.
Just so you know, next time you can submit a claim with our mobile app. Go.
Roku is going towards support on the deviation lines. I'm liking that. But we have Tesla already at oversold, so I'm liking that as well. All right, so this is why you never buy in the first candle. Well, you shouldn't. You can do what you want, but I never buy in the first candle.
Hackers can steal what's on your device.
I want to see where this goes.
Like your
I need structure.
phone. That's why Norton 360 includes a VPN for
All right,
online
so
privacy.
again, guys, this is the 2-minute 1-day chart. All right, 2-minute 1-day chart. All right, so this is why you never buy in the first candle, ladies and gentlemen, because if you would have bought in and you saw that candle rip the way it ripped, you'd be going down right now. Look at that, it's going down. And I want you to see real quick. I want you to see Baba. Look at Baba going down. See Baba going down? See that? I'm liking that as well. All right, we want that to go down just a little bit. All right, yeah, look at Roku. Roku is also going down, guys. All right, it's at support. So we have 3 stocks right now at the sweet spots. All right.
So we'd like to know, do you like saving money? You can save up to 40%. Need reliability? Spectrum delivers the fastest overall.
All right, so I'm gonna unlink this. I want you to see real quick where the UVXY is. UVXY. How is UVXY doing right now, guys? UVXY looks like it's going up. So, and then the overall market right now. The overall market. How is the overall market doing?
Touch-free payments from PayPal, the safe way for your customers to pay. Whether you're a
The overall market is red. Ladies and gentlemen, the overall market is red. So let's link this back over to this chart here. All right, so my lines, you can see here, my pink and blue lines are nowhere in play. The SCO is nowhere in play. Roku, my lines are nowhere in play. And
started today.
for Baba, my lines are nowhere in play either. All right, so we're gonna play this out, guys. So right now, Roku is at support. Baba's at support, and Tesla is going past, way oversold right now, guys. As you can see, it's passing that blue line right there. Look at your yellow 21 EMA. It's hovering above the line, the candlestick. All right, so we're gonna wait this out, guys. These are the 3 stocks I chose to trade today, so I'm not gonna go down at all to anything else. All right, I'm not gonna check anything else right now. All right, so I do have some stocks on the oversold scanner. We have Apple, we have Aurora. I'm just pointing out some big companies. Tesla's on there, Verizon. Virginia Galactic's on there, Plug's on there, Pinterest is on there, Coca-Cola's on there. Coca-Cola was on there yesterday. It's like it's on a downtrend. Guys, I'm gonna get in this play right now. I'm gonna get in this play. Look at my SCO. My SCO is looking good. I'm getting in. I'm gonna get in.
That is a positive. That, as the markets have jumped this week, soared really on Pfizer's news that its trial vaccine is 90% effective. Joining us now, Ben White, Chief Economic Correspondent for Politico, and Dom Chu, Senior Markets Correspondent for CNBC. Dom, let's talk about the markets. They have been crushing it all week, and we're seeing them open lower. Is that because investors are starting to realize, as exciting as it is to get a vaccine in 6 or 9 months, we're going to long.
That's a huge part of the story, Stephanie. The reason why markets have rallied so sharply was because of the positivity around the vaccine news. But now there's this notion that if you look at the data behind COVID infections in America and around the world, the economy and the track of markets could be due for a bit of a pause or maybe even a downturn.
Guys, I'm in. I'm in.
If you do have
I am in. I am in at 416.85. I'm in at 416.85, guys.
Jurisdictions like San Francisco, New York City, New Jersey are already looking at expanded at least programs to kind of lock certain parts of the economy.
416.85.
Stopping the spread of the virus. If that were to happen, the trend lower that you're seeing in jobless claims, the better trends that you're seeing in employment could be at risk. And that's the reason why the markets are starting to price in a little bit less optimism and a little bit more reality. That's going to be a big deal in the coming days, Stephanie.
All right, so I'm going to sell it at the 418 line right here.
The markets love this idea of the vaccine 9 months out. They love when they hear more and more Americans, those who have jobs where they're working from home, like the three of us, are saving money. But one of the reasons we're all saving money is because we're not spending it on our local economies. We could see a ton of closures and bankruptcies in the next few months, even in the next month, right? Thanksgiving, Christmas, bars and restaurants are normally packed with parties, people. None of that's happening this year.
Right, yeah, I mean, as Dom pointed out, he's quite right. This could be a false flag that's increased in...
All right, guys, let's see how this plays out.
Vaccine at some point, as you said, it's months until we actually have it and it's effective.
I'm going to use this bottom candle right here as my exit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do create alert. Let me know, and you know what? Let me do that again. All right, so I'll put it here at or below. All right, so it looks like Roku's also taking off, which is perfect. All right, looks it's reaching that mark right there, guys. You know what? I think I might play it out till it reaches the support level right here. I don't want to get greedy, but I want to see what happens, man. All right? I want you to look at yesterday. All right? Look at yesterday. See how yesterday it went down to the oversold, and then it turned up all the way to the average, and it kept going all the way to support or to resistance, I should say.
That's going to be a huge deal for sure.
So I'm hoping that's what it's going to do right now. So let's play this out, guys. Let's see how it does. All right. Right now I'm still good. It's right now it is at support. Currently it is at support on the deviation lines right now. Okay. It is at support on the deviation lines. All right. So this is the support. This line right here is at support. Okay. So it already went to the average. It tapped the average with that long wick. All right. And it kind of touched the high of yesterday. All right. So Tesla's a very volatile stock, guys. So it could turn on me at any minute. So right now I'm currently down. I got in on top of this candle right here. I got in around here. I got in around there. That's where I got in, guys, right there. Okay, where it's at right now.
Thank you both so much. Coming up, TikTok is on the
See how it plays out. Roku is taking off. It's like Baba's about to take off too. Bounced off of support.
When it comes to buying a home, they say cash is king. But you're a queen, and that's just as powerful. You're armed with a verified approval from Rocket Mortgage. Sellers know your offer is good, so your bid has the strength to compete with cash offers. You're crown and rule. That castle is yours. So when you can edge of the big one, Rocket can.
Attention everyone on Medicare. Did you know that right now is the annual enrollment period for all Medicare recipients? Everyone on Medicare is encouraged to call 800-792-8271 now for your free, no obligation Medicare benefits review. Now is the time during the Medicare.
Alright guys, I'm gonna let this play out, guys.
You are eligible to save money and get
The reason why I'm not gonna sell if it breaks my pink or blue lines, one, because I need this to I need this I needed room to grow, right? So right now it's consolidating, so it's using support as support. It's using the deviation line support as support. So as you can see right now, it's tapped it once, 2 times, 3 times. All right, guys.
And expanded at-home telehealth visits. Just call 800-792-8271 now to find out if you're eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan that includes additional benefits like free hearing aids, free eyeglasses, free meal delivery, and free rides to medical appointments. You may also be eligible for $0 monthly premiums, $0 deductibles, or no copays. Just call the toll-free number on your screen now to see if you qualify for additional benefits, including dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. There is no obligation to enroll. The call and Medicare benefits review are absolutely free. If you're not sure if you're on the best plan for you, just call the number on your screen now for your free, no obligation Medicare benefits review. You don't get these savings and additional benefits automatically, so call before the
See if that support holds. Remember guys, support and resistance is very important. If it holds that line of support, the more it touches those lines of support, the stronger it is, and the bounce should occur. Alright, so it's starting to curl up. Now you notice the pink and blue lines are starting to get closer to the candles like that. It's kind of what we want when we want to get out of the position. Alright, so I'm gonna give this time to play out. Alright, so now we currently have 4 candles at support, guys. Support being this line right here. This being support. This being support. Alright, that is support, guys. Alright. Alright, so broke support. Time to turn on me. Time to turn.
Hiring is challenging, especially for key roles.
Finding the right people is a very difficult task. ZipRecruiter finds us the best people for the job. They sent my jobs to the top job sites and found people with the right skills.
Still liking it, guys. I'm still liking it because it is above the 50, even though it kind of broke it right there. Alright. It hasn't reached overbought on the stochastic right here. Alright. Looks like it's going back to oversold. Alright. So right now I am currently down about $2 after I got in. So let me give this. I need to give it room to play out. Alright, so Roku went up about $4 to the average, and now it's starting to go down. Actually, it's starting to go back up now. Baba is looking like it is using support from the deviation line as support. Alright, so let's erase these lines real quick. Alright.
Priscilla, is the recount having any impact on the
Right, so you can see that it's still using that support. Okay, you see this long wick right here. So remember the open and closing. So the candle opened at that top bar right here, and it closed right here. So it went all the way down. That indecisive price action. That's all that is, guys. That's all that is right there.
With county officials held later on this morning to go over the training and procedures necessary in order for counties to begin to get that hand recount underway. But in the meantime, while the focus in the state is really on that presidential recount, those Senate candidates are back on the campaign trail this week. Jon Ossoff is on day 3 of a 4-day statewide tour across the state. Reverend Raphael Warnock, the other Democratic candidate in one of the Senate races here, will also be stumping today. And they are really putting
All right.
a message focusing on access to health care and hammering
All right.
Republicans on their
So remember, guys, so this is support.
At the same
This line right
time,
here is
Kelly
support.
Loeffler
All right.
has been in the state
So
this week, and she
it's
is
tapped it already. We're already on the 5th candle. All right. As it broke through it here, and then it, kind of just closed that support. And this candle right now is struggling with it. So I'm liking that because that's telling me that this is a strong level of support. So let's see if it starts to bounce off it going up. Right now it looks like it wants to go back down. So this being the indecisive price action right here in that level.
You spoke to Ossoff and Warnock earlier this week. You're not calling either of them because you love the state of Georgia. You want the Senate. What do they need to do to win these races?
They just need to know who they are. These are big people. They're basically connected with their communities from the rural to the urban areas, and that's really what it takes. They understand health care. I've talked to John about this. He understands his wife is a physician. They're fighting. They've had 88 hospitals, rural hospitals closed. This is what we're fighting for. In the middle of a pandemic, you cannot have your healthcare system go down. They're fighting for that. They understand the jobs that are so important to rural Georgia and all through Georgia, the same in West Virginia and everywhere else. And this is what we fight for. And basically trying to get through this pandemic. And that's what they have to articulate. They can't be caught into the jungle up here in Washington and they're going to be part of this or part of that. They're going to be truly Georgia senators. And that's what they'll be when they get here.
The American people just put a Democrat in the White House, but Republicans do have a very good shot of holding on to the Senate. What did America tell you in this election?
I don't know. I look at it and I says, my goodness, how could that many people be so mad or scared to vote 72 million votes for a president, basically?
All right. Let's see. Let's see where this goes.
Discrimination and things of this sort, which is not acceptable at all where I come from or where I think most Americans come from. But in the eyes of the voters, they could tolerate that because of our message.
Roku is doing pretty good.
I mean, we are basically.
Baba is dropping.
I'm a West Virginia Democrat, and it's all about: do you have an opportunity to take care of yourself and your family in the best fashion? That means, do you have the education or skill sets? Do you have the?
All right, guys. So the Nasdaq is now turned green. So it is green across the board right now. I'm sorry. I mean, the Nasdaq is green. The S&P 500 is still down. The Dow Jones is still down. All right. So let's take a look at UVXY and see how UVXY is doing. I need the UVXY. If it's going up, I need that to start going down. So let's unlink this. Let's see how UVXY is doing. So UVXY. Let me get rid of this trend line. That was I don't need that. So UVXY. You can see when the UVXY goes up, Tesla goes down. All right.
But we have forgotten to tell people what we do every day and who we are, and we got to get back to our basics.
Then, sir, how do you tell them? I mean, you've all been spending the last year campaigning your butts off. What more can you do?
The social media has made it so much more difficult. It really has. I mean, in our caucus, and Joey's tried doing everything he can.
And so these are not momentum plays.
But basically, you
All right, so these stocks do move a little bit slower.
the nuances are out there.
All right, so it's one of the reasons why I like the large cap stocks is because they don't flush down unless there's like a huge seller that comes in and just dumps a bunch of their shares. All right, so
That's why I've been for Section 230 changes. I think we need to hold people accountable for putting all this absolutely horrible.
let's see how this plays out, guys.
People further and further apart.
All right, so I currently have about $2 before it hits my
Our next president will bring people together to heal.
my
That's how the Senate should work.
my exit,
Both of us bringing us all together.
which is at 412.98.
To come together, I think.
All right, so
Continue
let's see how this plays out, ladies and gentlemen.
a hostile environment.
It's doing that little curve.
For no reason except somebody has
You can see here it's doing a little curve. It's doing a little curve. See this little curve? It's doing one of these things. All right. So
we're all working in the same direction to make America better.
if we were to see this, like if you were to do one of these things,
your state's
okay,
governor, Jim Justice,
and then
just refused to acknowledge
do
Joe Biden
this,
as the president.
right?
What
So
does that do to the people of West Virginia?
It hurts us. It puts us in a very bad light. It's so.
it's kind of a bull flag right there.
Not just
It's a pattern.
and he knows the facts.
I'm not really into patterns.
Any of our Republican
You don't really need them.
because the state has turned most Republicans. State the facts.
All you really need is just a good understanding of support and resistance.
Very clear that Joe
Right, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that line, that channel right there is touching those many candles. And if we were to do, let me erase this, all right, so that way you can really understand how this thing works, all right? So you can see here, so it's doing one of these things, all right? So that's the channel. It's
say the facts. Don't be afraid of the facts. And I'm embarrassed.
let me make that a little better for you.
They haven't done that.
Amen to
So
that, sir. Senator,
you
thank
can start this candle here,
It's good to be with you.
and see that channel right there, how it just broke
When we come back,
going
we'll
through
ask the
here.
question, what in the
All
world
right.
happened to the TikTok deal? Wasn't the Trump administration trying to ban it? Well, the company's got the same questions we do.
Did you know you can go to libertymutual.com to customize your car insurance so you can pay for what you need?
Really? Okay, I'm on by.
Only pay for what you need.
All right, so UVXY looks like it's going down as Tesla goes up. That's why I'm going to keep that up there for you guys so you guys can see that, all right? I want you to see how important that is. You can really just gauge UVXY with any stock, all right? So you can see UVXY is starting to turn green and Tesla is starting to turn red, all right? So
Just call the Go Benefits Help Center at 800-985-9143. In addition to receiving $144 every month, you might also qualify for a $0 Medicare Advantage plan that includes the following benefits: dental, including fillings.
all right, guys, so I want you to pay attention to something real quick.
Including exams,
So you see how all your lines right here,
hearing, including hearing
they're
aids,
touching
batteries, and
like
prescription
glue.
coverage,
They're touching like glue right here.
additional costs.
Let me erase that so you can see.
Benefits Help Center is open now
Okay, so
at
now all your lines are starting to cross together, right? So that's telling me
100% free with absolutely no
that
obligation to enroll. Call the
the stock
Go
should
Benefits Help Center now at 800-985-9143.
start to climb up.
That's 800-985-9143.
We're all finding ways to keep moving. But how do we make sure the direction we're headed is forward? At Fidelity, you'll get the planning and advice to prepare you for the future without sacrificing the things that are important to you today. We'll help you plan for healthcare costs, taxes, and any other uncertainties along the way. Because with Fidelity, you can feel moving is forward.
All right. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Let's wait this out. Let's see how it turns out, man. So it did break that level of support right here. This being the level of support right here, it broke that. It teased it, it tapped it, broke. So now we have a new level of support right here, and then the level of resistance being right here. This is the new level of resistance. So actually, that orange line, which is support and deviation lines, is now the new level of resistance, and this is the new level of support. Alright, so right now I'm just $1 down. Right, so let's see. You see as Roku started to climb up. Look at that beautiful thing right there. So you would have got in here in this candle. That's picture perfect right here. As you can see, you wait for the next candle, okay? And you can see it cross right there. And you can just ride that wave up, man. That's beautiful. So you would have got in here at 231 and 235. So about a $4 upswing right there, guys. That's a beautiful. All right. And my other stock that I'm honed in on, Baba. As you can see, Baba went to support on the deviation lines. It's kind of holding that right there. All right. So.
This morning, TikTok is on the clock, but maybe not.
All right.
This headline
So it's like Baba might start to go up too. All right. So let's see what happens with that. All right. So my watch list right now, guys, everything on the watch list is green, except for shop. I really need this son of a bitch, UVXY, to start going down in order for my stock to go up.
So there is a deadline, Steph, but the issue is that there's actually no consequences if it is not met. So basically TikTok is now asking for an extension because they say in this new court filing they have been trying to engage with the White House, with Treasury, and they haven't received substantive feedback in about 2 months. And so if you look at the issue, it's really about data security and privacy, right? That's what
all right, so
initially
seeing how it's consolidating as much as it has,
and so as a result of that, TikTok says they
let's get rid of the
So the real question is, has TikTok been forgotten by the president?
let's get rid of the UVXY. Let's link this back up to the Tesla. Now let's see what happened yesterday. Looks like it's trying to do the same thing as yesterday. So let's take a look at that. All right. So you can see that it went to oversold, right? And it just climbed all the way up past the resistance, and then came back down. So I'm gonna hold this until it reaches resistance right here. All right. So remember, guys, I'm right here at 1468. That's where I got in. Actually, let me just let me go ahead and change that for you guys, so you guys can see. Since you can't see my active trader.
And for all those teen TikTok users out there,
Right, so that's where I got in, guys.
thank you, and thank you for watching. That wraps up this hour. This very special day, the birthday of our executive producer, Lauren Peacock. It's a big deal. Address adult birthdays, but I will for her. She's our #1 hero. Stephanie Bull, Hallie Jackson, thanks for coverage next.
All right. So it's back at support on the deviation chart, or deviation line, I should say. I was having a hard time breaking that level of resistance right here. Where I bought in, it's having a hard time breaking that. So let's see if it just shoots up for us. All right. Right now we are currently about to go in 30 minutes. So I got in on the third candle, this being a 2-minute chart. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8. So 8 minutes in, that's when I got in. So I waited 8 minutes before I got in, guys. All right, so let's see. Let's see. All right. Let's see what it does. All right. Now I'm green again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm green again. All right. We love green. Love the color green.
As I look toward 65, I'm thinking about Medicare. I know I want coverage that connects all the different parts of my health care to keep me.
All right.
getting the Medicare Advantage.
Remember, guys, I got in using my strategy, all right? Being how my skull crossed right here, and I waited for confirmation. Actually, I got it on this candle, right? Yeah, I got it on this candle. I got it on top of this candle right here. So, as you can see, the lines were crossing. My pink line was going through that candle. There's the blue line is above the pink line. My skull is crossing in the bottom. The RSI is above the 50 trend line right there. So you gotta use my strategy. Although it broke my pink and blue and even the other lines right here, being that this is a very volatile stock, is why I chose to use my exit strategy on the bottom of this candle right here. Alright, so I'm not gonna move it up because Tesla does do that often. It does tend to go down pretty fast, or go down to a certain level like that, and then it just starts to go back up. So let's play this out, ladies and gentlemen. See how it goes. We have now reached the 30-minute mark. It is now 7 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so Roku, beautiful run, man, beautiful run. Take a look at Roku, guys. Look at Roku. Alright. Roku, since it opened around here, this is kind of a sweet spot. And we would have got in here, like I had mentioned previously. We could have just rode that wave up. And I currently at a $5 run right now, so that's pretty nice. But I like Tesla because it was already at oversold, so it was at a tremendous sweet spot. And I'm happy with my decision. Right now I'm up, guys. Alright. Let's go, you son of a bitch. Let's go. You son of my bitch.
Plus get 1 month free when you call 888-388-0203 today.
Alright. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna sell it right here. I'm gonna sell it for a $2 gain, guys. So I got in at 1468, so I'm gonna sell it right here, guys. That's why I'm gonna sell it, right? For exactly $2 gain. Ooh, and I am out. I am done. Done sold it. I done sold it.